So let us look into some of the basic features of inheritance, and you know that inheritance refers to transmission of characters or transmission from one generation to another generation. And when we think of a character such as height, you know that there are variants of the character which are referred to as traits. So traits usually occur in alternate forms. For example, if you consider the height of the character of height, then there are two traits for that. One is referred to as tall and one is referred to as dwarf. Another very important thing, a feature of inheritance, is every single trait in a living organism is controlled by a discrete entity, and these discrete entities, which were of course not known by Mendel as gene, Mendel called them as factors. So you know that there are factors which control every single trait in a living organism, and they independently or they segregate during the time of gamete formation, and there is no mixing or there is no blending as per the Mendel's experiments that he conducted. And we also saw that one alternate form of a trait, for example, we saw in the character of height of tall and dwarf, usually tall tends to express itself more. So it is exhibited more. The trait of tallness, I'm explaining this with reference to height so that it is easy for you to understand. So the trait of tallness is exhibited more often than the trait of dwarfness. And you also know that in most cases, when there is a gene controlling tallness, say for example capital T, and the gene controlling dwarfness, that is small t, you can see how the dwarfness remains hidden, isn't it? And now we know that one of them is referred to as dominant. The capital T allele which controls the trait of tallness is considered to be dominant, and the small t allele which controls the trait of dwarfness is considered to be recessive. So generally when two of them occur together, the dwarfness remains hidden, and therefore we consider it as a recessive trait, isn't it? We also saw that in a hybrid, they may occur together. Just now I showed you the genotype of a plant where capital T and small t occur together. So this plant is considered to be a hybrid plant. But however, even though they are present together, they will not blend or they will not mix with each other. You know that they undergo segregation during separate subsequent generation as per Mendel's second law, which is the law of segregation. So even though the genes controlling the alternate forms of a character, the genes controlling the pair of contrasting traits, that is capital T and small t, even though they remain together for a very long time, they will ultimately separate during the time of gametogenesis. And we already discussed the last postulate here, the last feature of basics of inheritance, that out of them, out of the two alleles or the factors which control the two alternate forms of a trait, one of them tends to express itself and the other one is suppressed, or the other one remains hidden. And today we know that the one that is expressed is referred to as the dominant trait. So you have tall being the dominant trait and dwarf being the recessive trait.